Hi,
Hello.
how's it going?
Going great. How are you?
I'm fine. I had a long day, but I'm fine.
You did with work?
Yeah, it was just a weird day today. It was very dead at work, and then I had an annoying long afternoon. So I don't know.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hello,
Existential
chat.
Existential Gamer says, I freaking love memes.
Yeah, I love memes too. That's why we're
Me
here.
too.
We've got a few meme
Yeah.
reviews on my channel. I'm sure they'll continue in the future. Um, Hi, Irene, Marie, Lily, Blorbo, Useless Straub. Not that academic
Yeah.
articles and deep discussion isn't warranted, but you can't beat the range and power of memes. Yeah, well, and
Mm.
like things are shitty in the world right now.
Yes.
There's a lot of awful stuff always, but we just thought, yeah, like some funny memes. It's a nice way to just hang out and not do anything too full of pressure. I don't know, just chill.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
down.
And you've seen, I think, some of these, and some of them you sent me, but also like most of them I think you haven't seen, and I
Yeah,
just
I'm
put them
kind of
together.
excited.
Okay. Well,
Eddie.
our first one is just it's funny. Well, I mean they're all funny, but
Okay.
first one is lesbians. A quality inspiring the vague feeling that lesbians are present. This restaurant has nice lesbians.
I like that.
I know, it's so funny. It's so good.
That's really cute. What would that be like?
um, Birkenstocks,
Subarus.
granola, Subarus for sure. Short hair, sensible shoes.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. I will. Okay. Uh,
Home Depot.
Home Depot, yes. Honestly, caulking a tub and training a dog,
Nice.
like hair. Mad lesbians at an Indigo Girl Scout.
Yes.
Big time, yes. Okay, next one is one from you that makes me die.
Okay, I don't this is
Would y'all rather test positive for COVID-19 or pregnancy? Don't matter. Both of them will be gone in 14 days. Oh, when you sent me that, I died.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Oh my God, because I sent you some of these memes like a long
Yes,
time ago.
I've been stockpiling.
Oh, yes, that is such a good one. Oh, that's so savage. Oh.
Most of these are like feminist or radical feminist related, but some of them are not. Some of them are just funny,
Mm.
but this one is great. They'll be
Oh
gone in
my
14 days.
gosh.
Savage.
Truly. I love that one so
I
much.
know, it's so good.
Oh.
Yeetus the fetus. Oh my god. Their face is already gonna start hurting
I
soon.
know, my cheeks already hurt.
I know. Okay. Who radicalized you? No one. I'm just a normal feminist from 20 years ago.
Oh, so true.
I know. Like, feminism, just believing that like females exist is radical.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the news has been I don't wanna get you
A
demonetized. The news has
nightmare.
been so crazy lately. The stuff in New
Hmm.
Zealand, insane.
The
Insane, insane, insane.
trans identified female terrorist.
Oh, I know. No, I heard the person in, New Zealand who I guess it's a man who
Yeah,
dumped
yeah,
the
yeah.
juice or
That Eli guy, yeah.
whatever.
Weird that his name is Eli
Yeah.
because it seems like trans identified males named Eli are serial women assaulters. It's the second one I know of.
Yeah, I mean, also it's like they're so hell-bent on passing and they have a name like Eli,
I know.
which is like a pretty masculine name. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
read
That's what
that
I was gonna
article from
say.
the New Zealand Herald today, I think. I
Yeah,
read the
did you send
article.
that to me or did I just see that somewhere?
I don't
I saw
I
it
don't think
too.
I sent it to you, but I did read it today.
Yeah, that's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've been on Twitter a little bit here and there just reading. I don't post
Yeah,
anymore.
oh no.
Lurking. I'm a
Don't
lurker.
judge me.
Yeah,
I'm a
I'm
bit of a
not.
schmuck, and I now have a Radical Ramblings Twitter account.
You do. I'm not. Oh my
Yeah.
God. You don't judge me. I'm not gonna judge you.
But I'm not
Woo.
like engaged on like I just yeah, I've like liked
It's
things.
just Twitter is like the siren song of Twitter. You know
I
what I
know.
mean? Like it's like you go on there. Well, I even went on there to read about the Trump indictment stuff, and then
Mhm.
I'm just like, oh, Grimes changed her baby's name to a question mark. You know what I mean? It's like just all the random stuff you see
I
on there.
know. Well, and it's like
It's
the
so like addicting.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
It's like the town square too. Like everything is,
Yeah.
you find it all out from Twitter.
Yeah, and when you get used to looking at it, yeah, exactly. It's the best place to go for like breaking news and stuff like that. See what
Yeah.
people are saying about things. But then yeah, it's also like when you get used to looking at it regularly and then you stop, it
Yeah.
feels like you're so excluded from everything, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So yeah, but anyways, um I guess she has two babies with Elon
Yeah, I
Musk.
saw useless strawberry. The one she
Creepy.
made or the one she bought. Woof.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of celebrities, Paris Hilton wrote a book. I kind of want to read it.
Oh, I mean, I kind of like Paris.
I
I
do
know
too.
obviously she's used a surrogate and she's problematic, but she's been through a lot. I think she's funny. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't how is she problematic? I mean, the surrogate thing, yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
the
great.
surrogate thing
Yeah.
is what I'm really talking about.
Yeah. I kind of she's kind of like a Miley Cyrus in my mind where like I
Mm-hmm.
give her a lot of passes on
For
her
what she's
any
been through and how
yeah,
she grew up.
like
Yeah.
her life is utterly tragic
Mm-hmm.
and I think a lot of people would say like, "Oh, she's so rich," you know? And they kind of would over like that like cancels out the trauma that she's experienced, you know?
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's like, I
Yeah,
don't
well, and
think so.
clearly, like in her case, being that rich has not saved her from a horrible experience, right? So,
Exactly. So, yeah, I do think a lot of people, you know, have that feeling like that they would endure a lot to be that rich or something. You know what
yeah,
I mean? But I don't know. I don't know. She had the sex tape. That's got to be so
oh
traumatizing.
my
Oh
gosh,
my
yeah,
god.
completely
I've
against
seen
her
it.
will. Yeah, I have not. I've seen like stills of it.
It's pretty bad.
Ugh, yeah,
Yeah.
horrible.
Just
That
knowing
whole,
that like strangers have seen you have sex.
ugh, yeah, totally, completely against your will. It's different if like you choose to release it yourself, but like just being, ugh, it's awful.
Right.
Poor Paris.
So violating and such a like I feel
Yes.
like we can't even comprehend that level of like violation.
Mm, mm, horrible.
This is supposed to be fun, funny.
I know. Okay, fun time. Ha ha ha.
I do love talking about celebrities though.
I
You know
know.
me.
Me too. I do too. Okay. Well, speaking of celebrities, we could go to J.K. Rowling adjacent. Not really J.K.
Okay.
Rowling, but this one is so funny. Okay, hold on. So this person tweeted, Harry Potter was my childhood. I loved it so much I sleeved out my whole arm around 2012. I'm honestly embarrassed about it now. Fuck J.K. Rowling. Fuck your turf game. And fuck your excuses, allies.
Oh, okay. You know what? The funniest thing about the Harry Potter tattoo regret because J.K. Rowling's a turf or whatever
Uh huh.
is like, Oh, so you shouldn't like permanently alter. Yeah, yes, thank you.
Coming in clutch.
Oh man, you got me there. Yeah, that's it. There, right there. So you're
So you're
saying
saying
you
you
regret
regret
a
a decision to
decision.
permanently alter your body when you were younger? These
Exactly.
idiots.
Yep. Snap. Rachel says, "Why
Oh,
don't they de-tattoo?"
right, get it lasered off.
Yeah, they're what do they always say about the trans medicine or whatever? It's like, oh, it's fully reversible.
Well, then
No
reverse your tattoo.
long-term consequences.
Mm.
Oh, sigh.
Hmm.
Just like a tattoo.
I listened to the final episode of the J.K. Rowling Witch Trials podcast 2 days ago,
Oh, how
and
many episodes are there?
7, I believe.
Okay, and what you would recommend the whole series? Because I
Yes, it
only
was very
listened to
good. It was
Okay.
very good, and the final episode was great, and she remained steadfast in exactly what she thinks and believes and says. So that was nice.
Okay, that's cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, I might give that a shot.
It was good.
I've yeah, I've been reading so much for work, it's like
Of
my
course,
my
yeah.
ability to listen to someone talk is like very low right at the moment, but
Understandable.
yeah.
It was good though.
Um yeah, I want to listen to it. I started the first episode. Um
Mhm.
yeah, oh, yeah, I've really been enjoying your presence at the video game.
Oh yeah, I've been enjoying my presence there too.
Yeah, no, it's so fun having you in the chat. Like
uh,
you boosted up a level big time.
I
But
try.
yeah, no, the game is amazing.
Yeah, it really is.
It's
It's
like
beautiful.
not disappointing at all. Like it's really good. Oh, ONC, man.
I
Blast from the
know.
past.
No kidding. Hello.
Yeah, I haven't seen that name in a while.
Yeah, very nice to have you.
How
Turf
many people are
couple.
here?
Wait, who's the couple?
I don't know.
Turf couple. What is the tea, ladies?
Oh.
Are you guys a couple, Rachel? Wait, what? What is going on?
Oh. Oh. Mm, 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 mm.
I know. I want to know too. Oh my God. ONC and Rachel are
Whoa.
engaged. I had no idea.
Didn't know that either.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. So am I.
Wow. Congratulations.
That's so cute. I had no idea. Very fun.
Yeah, that's
Aw,
super cute.
welcome. Okay, next meme. Meme, I don't know, screenshot. Trans activism, fighting for the right to call males mother while simultaneously fighting for mothers to be called birthing parent.
Wow, isn't that so true? Oof.
Right?
Yeah. Ugh. Didn't somebody just come out recently? Was someone from oh my gosh, what's her name? I don't want to get it wrong. Let me look it up.
Okay.
Let me move my because it was like right along those lines. Yeah.
But what was the context, despite who the person is?
I think it's Anna Kasparian.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Did you
Oh,
see
from
that?
Young Turks? From the Young Turks?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That she tweeted about how
Yes, I
she
did. I did see that about like cis and stuff.
yeah, let's see. I'm just
I'm
like
not a cis woman or yes, I did.
right. She said I'm a woman. Please don't ever refer to me as a person with a uterus, birthing person, or person who menstruates. How do people not realize how degrading this is? You can support the transgender community without doing this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, people really like call her a turf,
Of course. But also people were like on her because like on the show she's been like pro trans before.
Yeah, well, I don't, is the tide turning? Oh, can we talk a little bit about the SHOOTER in
Uh-huh.
NASHVILLE.
Uh-huh.
Because no, yeah, I said that. I said the word, that city that starts with the N, on my stream, and I think yesterday on my Harry Potter stream, and I think
Yeah.
that's what it got
I don't
demonetized.
care.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Speak freely.
Okay, so it was a woman,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
right? So
Mhm.
that's really unusual, right? Like in MSs, like very, very uncommon for a female to be the main perpetrator, let alone involved at all or whatever.
Yeah. Oh
Or I
yeah,
shouldn't
so
say that. Yeah.
extremely rare.
Yeah. It's like, well, almost universally
Like
men.
0.1%. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry, I'm reading the chat. You're in the chat too. What?
Yeah.
I can't. Okay. I'm not going to apologize for reading the chat. You're in the
No.
chat. Okay. So like the news made kind of a big deal initially, like, oh my God, it's a female, it's a woman, like never
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, they were like so extremely like the woman shooter who was a female woman is a woman who was a woman. And we were like, okay, we get it.
Right. And it's like, oh, it's so funny because it's like, well, she identified as a man though. So really it's just another man doing this. It's nothing
Right.
out of the ordinary,
You and I
actually.
talked. Sorry,
Yeah.
cutting you off. You and I
No.
talked that whole like day when we were like, okay, but is it
Oh,
actually a woman? Because we
well,
didn't
right. So
believe
that was
that
our
it would
first
be.
right. That was our first thought, was as probably a Tim,
Yeah.
because, you know, and the thing is, if it was a Tim, they would have said it was a woman.
Of course.
Don't
Yeah.
you
Well,
think?
and
I don't
I
know though,
think
because
so.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. So then, because this whole time I've been thinking, oh, well, you know, we like there was that article. Did we do that article? I don't remember. The one Pamela Paul about, J.K. Rowling's not a turf or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And like that there's this, like, it seemed like maybe the tide is going to turn or something. But then I'm thinking this whole time, like, well, how do we ever go back from the news calling men she?
Right.
Like, how are we ever going to come back from that? But then we saw 2 days ago
Yeah.
in that event that actually the news is totally willing to sex someone correctly,
Yeah.
and in the right circumstances or whatever. And yeah, maybe it's like you got to start with tiffs because like nobody respects them or whatever.
Right. Because they're
But
women.
yeah, but well, then the other thing, oh, this is like really dark humor. Can you handle it?
Yeah.
Is like, you know, she did the most male gender conforming thing you can do, right?
Oh.
Or gender affirming or whatever.
Oh. It's not
Yeah,
funny, but it's
I know, but think
man.
about it. It's like if she wanted to prove that
Her
she's a
manhood.
dude, do the most gender affirming thing, because that's something that's almost exclusive to
Right.
males. So,
Okay, the chat is
yeah.
agreeing with us, thank God.
Yeah. She really did though. Yep. Yep.
Oh, woof.
Glad that you appreciate that. But yeah, that was the other thing that came to mind. It's like she went for it.
Oh boy, did she ever. Oh my God. That's so effed up.
Did you see the video?
No.
Yeah,
There's
there's
a
video of
video?
her like shooting in the doors and then like
No!
stalking through the hallway with the
Oh
guns
my
and stuff.
God.
Yeah,
That's
it's really
horrible
messed
and so
up.
gross. Oh, so effed up, so effed up. What is going
Testosterone,
on?
it's a hell of a drug.
It
What
is.
is going on?
Well, this is unrelated. It has nothing to do with gendery stuff, but
Yeah.
in Vancouver the other day, a man was stabbed on a Starbucks patio and like somebody filmed it and he was like, he bled out and died, and they filmed the whole thing.
No.
It's disgusting.
Oh
It
my
was, yeah,
God.
horrible. Apparently, what had happened was one man asked another man to maybe not vape right next to his daughter who he was with, and the vaping man stabbed the father to death right there on the sidewalk.
No.
Hmm.
Oh God, that's awful.
And like bystanders filmed the whole thing.
Oh my God.
Like,
What is going on, dude? I feel like there's
I
just such
know.
an influx of like, or not influx, no, increase of like all this crime, you
Crazy
know?
stuff. I know. And is it
Everyone's
like,
going crazy kind of. It's like some end of the
yeah,
world stuff.
I don't know. Or are we just exposed to it so much more? I mean, I want to say I don't think so. It does seem like things are nuts. I don't know.
It might, yeah, it might be like the internet and stuff. No, when I
Mhm.
think about like, oh, well, we're living in the craziest time to be alive, and then it's like, what about like the 60s or something? You know what I
I
mean? Or
know.
like World War II. Like there were other like very crazy times to be alive in the not so distant
Yeah, that's
past, you
true.
know?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Soph says Pluto in Aquarius. Yeah, probably something like that.
Ugh, everyone's losing their mind. Oops.
um, yeah.
Crazy. Well, this is where I just saw a. Oh, speaking of. Nope, that's not the one. This one, Sympathy for Male Drug Addicts. Um, that takes us to our next meme, kind of.
Wait, I did like that comment from ONC, at least this time period as proper plumbing.
That's true. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is mine.
Gingerbread Trap House. That made me die laughing. Somebody made this.
Dude.
It's so funny. It is so funny. The graffiti, the trash everywhere. Like, the attention to detail is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
But, oh, so funny.
Um,
You should do this for this Christmas's gingerbread contest.
I probably won't. But I am a gingerbread
Connoisseur,
master baker.
I'd say. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, and see my stupid joke up there. Mm-hmm. Okay. Look, Simba. Everything the light touches is transphobia.
Pretty much.
Literally everything.
Literally everything. Oh, everything.
What's going to happen at this whole Trans Day of Vengeance thing that's going to happen?
Oh God. What a bad optics.
Right? Especially after, like, the tone deaf. Totally tone deaf. Also, I saw that
Totally.
apparently they staged a die-in today
Oh
somewhere at
God.
some Capitol building. And it's like, read the room, read the week.
There are so many states right now though that are like working on legislation or passing
Mhm.
legislation about
Yeah,
the and I think I was
yeah,
reading there was one state where it's not just kids, they want to make it for everybody, which is what I think it should be, you
mm,
know.
yeah,
No hormones, no surgeries,
yeah.
which is how it should be. We shouldn't have lobotomies. We shouldn't have anorexics being given diet pills and liposuction. We
Right?
shouldn't be treating mental health issues with affirmation that makes it worse
Mm, I agree completely.
of any age.
We don't do that for literally any other delusion.
We don't.
We don't agree that people are Napoleon and
Right.
commanding a French army.
Oh,
Um,
exactly.
we don't agree that there is a demon in the room watching you. Like, why is this
I
then?
I believe that like um body dysmorphia, I don't even want to call it like sex dysphoria or whatever. I
Uh-huh.
guess you could call it that, and it doesn't really
I
matter. But
guess.
like, say body dysmorphia, like a woman who's really wants to have her breast removed or whatever,
Yeah.
like, or like a man who really wants to like hates his penis or something. Like that's a real
Mhm.
thing, and I'm sure it causes some people like lots of distress.
Sure.
And I actually feel a lot of sense of sympathy or empathy
Mm-hmm.
for those people. And they should get really good treatment that can help mitigate that, because no doubt there are probably treatments that are effective for that.
Yeah, I mean, there are people who feel intense distress at having two arms and they want
Sure.
only one. They're a one-armed person.
Right.
But that is crazy. But being intensely distressed about having a penis is not
There are people who have, like, blinded themselves and stuff like
right.
that because they
Exactly.
felt like, "I should be on this planet as a blind person. I should have
Yes.
been born a blind person, or I should have been born paralyzed," or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
like, people have these it is literally insane, like,
Yes.
um, and they need a certain kind of therapy for that, mental, you know, talk therapy
Yeah,
or
genuine
whatever.
care.
Yes,
Mental
genuine
health care,
care.
not gender affirming care. God.
Rachel says, "I call it sex anxiety," and I think, that's the other thing with a lot of this. Well, because okay, so there's like, there is that like body dysmorphia, dysphoria, whatever, like
Yep.
where it's really dry. And then there's like
Yeah, BDD.
there are the other things that are transgenderism that are like the person's not unhappy actually with their body.
Right.
But like there are all these comorbidities of mental health issues. Like so many people, like they have depression, they have anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
they have all autism sometimes, like all these other things going on that are maybe not necessarily like being treated or addressed, but they're like, "Oh,
Certainly.
change your physical body. That's gonna
Oh,
help." And it's like, no, you haven't actually treated any of the underlying and or peripheral mental health issues that are going on, you know?
absolutely. Completely.
And that's not healthcare.
No.
It's not healthcare to like go to your doctor and tell them like what to give you. And that
Yeah, the
this doctor,
doctor knows what the treatment is. You don't go to the doctor and say what you want,
they should know. I'm a little concerned that, medical schools are teaching this stuff
right?
too. Yeah, and they're not
Honestly.
the critical thinking is not really the focus anymore.
Mm.
By Willow.
Bye, Willow. I have some comments I want to highlight here.
Yeah, yeah, please.
So, Useless Strawberry talks about it sucks for LGB as well because we all become one in the rainbow agenda to
Yeah,
many.
of
I just have
course.
to mention, I have been looking at various uh, psychologists and therapists in my city to see if any of you are anti-psychiatry. Sorry.
Oh,
Anyway, some of them, their websites are so insane. They're like
yeah,
registered psychologists, and it's like one
right.
of them was like affirming to the rainbow and unicorn community on
Oh,
her
wow.
professional business website. The
Unicorn.
rainbow and unicorn community. I was
Unicorn
like,
is religious symbolism
right?
symbolizing Jesus Christ. I don't know if you knew that.
Ugh,
But like I don't know what is a unicorn
deranged.
community?
I don't know. Insane. This is a registered psychologist.
I mean, but like would that turn you off from going to see that person? Because you don't on your individual case, they could probably help, or like maybe they could help you. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
that's not for me. Definitely no.
I don't remember if I used to talk to my therapist about politics like all the time, and she would never, like, I'm pretty sure she was a leftist because
Uh huh.
she had like bumper stickers on her car that were like,
Right.
like the Sierra Club and stuff or whatever. So I'm like, there's no way she could be a Republican.
Right.
But like she would let me talk about it at
Yeah. Yeah.
length. but she would never give an opinion one way or the other. But I don't remember if I ever talked to her about gender stuff. I don't think I did. This is like many years ago, 4 or 5 years
Yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was an immediate turn off for me. I just looked for somebody who had a normal website.
You
But
know, you have to kind of vibe with the person, I think,
that's right.
like on the important stuff, you know?
Hmm.
That's why like
Yeah,
religious people go to religious therapists and stuff like
that's
that
right.
because it's like, well, you have to be able to relate. I mean, you're gonna be like, you have a pretty deep relationship with a
Of
therapist, you know?
course,
They
that's the
know
point.
your darkest secrets.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no thanks. But yeah, crazy.
ONC says my therapist knows nothing about trans stuff, but she's had some pretty turfy talks with me, and she's pretty
Heck
lefty.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of common sense stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Man, it sucks
Now,
having no kids. All I do is whatever I want all the time.
you've really curated a good selection here.
I try
I
very
do have
hard.
to just said Nena's comment. I like to keep it mysterious with therapists. That's really funny.
Oh, Nana.
Oh,
Ooh, woof. I've had a therapist dismiss me because I have trans patients. That's horrible.
that's
That's really
that's like,
awful.
what does that have to do with you? It's like, okay.
I can't see therapists because I'm keeping it too mysterious. These walls ain't coming down.
Love that.
Ugh, fair enough. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, no kids. Do whatever I want all the time.
I know. Oh, it's the lifestyle.
I know. I don't have to think about or consider anyone else's needs.
It's
Or wants.
amazing. It's
It
amazing.
is.
I truly, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what that feeling feels like to not want that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
it's so crazy to me that someone could not want that,
I know.
right?
Would want to, yeah, give up all their time and energy to, I mean, okay. I guess, yeah, I just truly cannot relate or fathom. So
Yeah, like
I just truly can't relate.
what does that feeling feel like? I don't know that I've ever actually heard anyone articulate it. Like I've heard people be like, um,
A biological clock.
yeah, I've heard people be like, "Oh, I always knew I wanted to be a mom," or like,
I
I
have no
always
idea what
wanted
that
kids,"
means.
something like but like can you articulate what that what about it did you want? Like what? Because I can't think of any part of it that I would want. The only thing
Same.
I could say is like maybe when they get to be an adult and then you can like have a conversation with them. But
Hmm.
that's like a big if too. Because they can turn
Yeah.
out however. You know,
Some people feel
what if I had a kid and it was a Republican?
Mm.
You
Right.
know?
Yes. Very
Like
possible.
you can only yeah, well that's for sure. That's the thing, you have so much more time to yourself. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the best. It's the
How did
best.
people know they wanted to have kids when they were kids? I think that's weird. You know, my ex-boyfriend really wanted kids, that's why we broke up, but, like, he had such an awesome family, like, I could kinda see it, you know? He,
Yeah.
like, wanted to replicate that experience. So I guess I can kinda get that, like, if you have a really awesome family or something. I mean, I love my family is awesome too,
Oh,
so
yeah. I love my family too, but
but yeah, so now I'm like, well, I guess
I don't
that's
need
kind
more.
of
I like what I got.
exactly. I'd rather just, like, cultivate my relationships that I already have than, like,
Exactly.
roll
Same.
the dice, you
True.
know?
Too true.
What if I had a kid and it was male? Ugh. Oh my god, no. Seriously, my nightmare is being married to a man, well, that's my other nightmare,
Mm-hmm.
and having a male child. So in other words, you're or multiple male children. You're the only
Oh,
woman in the house.
no, 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 no.
That's
No,
actually
no, no.
like a horror movie to me.
Big time. Scary.
Yeah. Blorbo says, "When I was little, I wanted to adopt 2 daughters, but literally just so I could raise them better than I was raised. Well, it's kind of like altruistic,
Mm-hmm.
especially adopting. I always said about being like a foster parent or something.
Mm-hmm.
But
Maybe.
why, I don't know, foster parents, like, they have such a terrible reputation of being just like
I
awful people
know. I
most
know.
of the time, right? Isn't that the case? Like, unless they're fostering because they like want to adopt or something, but like
Right.
if they're just fostering as their like career, you
Yeah,
know.
to get money. That's horrible.
But
Ugh.
then like the state needs people to do it, so
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah.
Awful
Oh,
system that we have.
really, really bad. Yeah. Fun.
So two sides of the same coin here. You cut your hair. Are you turning into a man now or what? You cut your hair. Are your pronouns he, him, or they, them?
Yeah. Also, like, the girl in that cartoon is like pretty feminine.
I know. But short hair equals man.
Yeah, exactly. There's been so many women with short hair who are like super feminine.
Very much so. Like the freaking prototype is what's her face?
Oh,
Uh why is her face is in my mind? Why
like
can't I?
Audrey Hepburn or
Yes, Audrey
something.
Hepburn. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That iconic Audrey Hepburn photo. Everyone
Yeah.
knows it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Ugh,
Um,
gender bullshit.
yeah. Yeah. It's just repackaged misogyny.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, both sides of the same coin.
Yep. Kardashian mom. Um, she has short hair. She's ultra
Yep, Kris
feminine.
Jenner.
Yeah.
Whoops. Laura says I get they them'd all the time because of my buzz cut.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why would you ever want to be friends with benefits with a man? Like, what benefits are you getting aside from a life lesson?
Oh, that's hitting a little close to home.
this These slides were made over a month ago, so a month or two ago. So it's poor timing, but
Benefits? Benefits. What
aside
it
from a life lesson. Period.
bah,
This
oh,
one I stole
a,
from your community page.
a very wonderful Radfem made that meme.
A wonderful red femme.
I
Give you
got
my makeup
I
when you
got a lot
try
of
them for
shit
my
for
cold
that
climates. I
actually.
know people were so, but as
People
we
were like,
know,
"Oh, you're a real misogynist because you're using the symbol of male violence to talk about makeup."
that was the funniest comment ever.
It's
I
like,
know.
yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah,
Do you notice the eyelashes too?
I know the
Yeah,
eyelashes.
the eyelashes.
Yeah, well, as we know, you can't talk about beauty culture without extreme reaction from people.
Oh no.
But I had to include it because it's just
Yeah,
so
the skull
funny.
and crossbones, but that was the point. It's like it's this over my dead body type stuff. Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I mean, it's the same vehemence as people are like, you'll pry it from a cold dead hands, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, makeup is whack. I've been wanting to do this video for like since literally since last summer or something. That's almost April.
Mm-hmm.
Um, about reasons to quit makeup, you know? I've got I've got a lot of them. Many reasons. Um Oh, Existential said, I've read so many posts on Reddit from women in FWB relationships and they treat her worse than a prostitute sometimes.
Totally.
At least a prostitute gets paid. Hey,
Woof.
that's a big woof, but how many unpaid prostitutes are there out there?
Aw, many.
Ugh,
So
y'all.
sad.
Y'all.
Y'all,
If you only knew.
is it a boy or a girl? We'll let the kindergarten teacher decide.
Oh, God.
Woof.
Yeah, that's pretty woof too.
Yeah. Um, you know what weirds me out so much is like I see on TikTok sometimes like these preschool and kindergarten teachers who are major gender sauce people,
Oh, yeah.
and they're like talking on TikTok about how they're teaching their kids to call them mucks or whatever the fuck.
Oh, come
And like and they're like teaching their preschooler students like you can be a boy if you want to. Like just like I'm like
I think the only time
yeah,
Mux has ever come up is when we've been streaming.
I know. Mucks.
Oh,
Ugh,
that's so funny.
awful.
Um,
Like I'm never going to be a parent, but like if I was, like I wouldn't want to send my kids to school.
I know what homeschool. Well,
Yeah.
it's just one more reason, right? It's
Yeah,
like
oh
add it
for
to the
sure.
pile. Add it to
For
the pile.
sure.
In this
Or
world, you want to raise a kid in this world.
I know.
This
I
world.
know. That's my number one thing when people are like, "We want to have a baby." I'm like, "Have you looked outside ever?
I know. That's the
Hello?
thing you
What is
always.
your child going to inherit?"
Yes, you are your eyes totally closed. We were literally in the sixth great mass extinction or whatever.
Right. Like it seems to me, it seems extremely selfish to bring new
I
people into this world
know.
knowing how awful things are and like the climate crisis and
Can you believe
what is
anyone
this
would
world going to be in 10 years, let alone when they're adults in 25 years? Like
exactly. Can you believe anyone would say that people who don't want kids are
are
selfish?
selfish. Yes.
Insane. Insane. It is literally the opposite. It's like you're gonna bring a human consciousness into this world. They didn't choose to be here.
I know.
God,
So
it's
awful.
I actually I mean, I've said this before. It's like one of my hotter takes or
Uh-huh.
it's on the spicy side, I guess. But I think that it's immoral to have
Mm-hmm.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what are they gonna inherit on small scale?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every what is Gen Z's or what's
Gen
after
Alpha.
yeah, what are they
What is their future
yeah, what is their economic outlook if things are as bad as they are for millennials?
for us? Yeah.
Like, it's really bleak for millennials.
Yes.
Mariana agrees with me
Always. I love
about,
Mariana.
yeah. Are the heteros okay? No offense, Lisa. None taken, and they're not. So, and that includes me.
We're getting there. We're
Yeah.
getting there.
Um, like going backwards, but yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Heteros
Slowly but
cannot be
surely.
trusted. Oh, yeah, this is a good one.
Speaking of the life we're all leaving, joyless careers, meetings, spreadsheets, building wealth for someone else, office worker.
Oh, yes.
Uh,
Uh,
Lily loves you.
oh, thank you. I
You
need love.
guys. Yeah. This is what we all should aspire
Yeah,
to be.
that's hilarious. Oh, this is good too.
I do all the fucking work around here.
Oh, that is so cute.
I know. You sent this to me.
Oh my God, I
She's
love it.
working hard, okay? Give her a raise.
Just thinking about how they got that picture, like the cat is playing with
I
whatever
know.
string there, right? Like it just looks like it's so cute. Oh my God.
Makes a Nike shoe. I do all the fucking work around here.
Men who want to pass on their name should just sponsor a gorilla or whatever and name it after themselves. Oh my
Literally.
God, that's fire.
Oh,
Oh, So cute.
Gonna hurt his little paws.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
I know. I wish my cats could sew. A bunch of little freeloaders. No job, doesn't pay bills, doesn't pay rent. Jeez.
So cute.
This is so good. White people see that they're ugly and now all of a sudden they're non-binary and autistic.
That's pretty spicy.
I know.
Oh, that's really funny.
Really funny.
Ah,
true though. Everybody is.
Oh my god.
Non-binary and autistic now. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's a nice thing about not being on any social media or Twitter or anything. It's just like I don't have any pronouns in any of my bios or like whatever, all the things that people list out there, all their mental illnesses and stuff, abbreviations. My ADHD, my OCD.
I refuse to put pronouns in bio. And also, I will not put my pronouns in my work email signature, even though like, everyone has them, but I will not do it. I've never been, no one's literally ever mentioned it to me ever. But if they did, I absolutely would stand my ground and I would never do it.
Oh, speaking of therapy and stuff, I did try to go to therapy in the midst of COVID, and I went to this place. I went to this place where they like assign you a therapist or whatever. So I was doing like the intake, and it's just like a little interview about like what's going on and your background and stuff. And that's the only time I've been asked how I identify. And I always thought like, oh, I'll have some cool answer or something. But it's just like in the context of the moment, I was like, I don't need to be like turfing out right now. I was just like, yeah, I'm female. Like.
Yeah. Well, sometimes that's the easiest answer too. And it's like you can also even play dumb a little bit, like I'm female.
Right. Yeah. I think that's fair. Yeah. I mean, at this point, like, how could anyone not know all about that stuff? Oh, some people don't. You're like, yeah, I'm female. What are you talking about? But yeah, it's like, it wasn't the moment.
No, yeah, time and place sometimes.
Nana says, I've never been asked my pronouns yet. I live in Asia, but I would go feral.
I don't think I ever have either.
Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, so okay, so I was at the gym today, and I know I've heard there's a Tim that uses the women's locker room.
Oh no.
And so there was this woman there. This is a problem, okay? Because I don't know if this isn't really like spicy, but I'm not trying to offend anybody or anything, whatever. I'm going to just speak freely for a moment. She was really masculine looking, and she was tall, and she was like big, she had big hands, like big features. And I was like, is that a woman?
Right.
Because I knew that there's like a Tim who uses the locker room. And I was like, could that be the guy? But it was a woman. Then I heard her talk, and she had a very female voice. And then my mom knew who she was. So I was like, damn, like it is kind of like they say, like you can't, it's kind of messing things up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim's ruin it for masculine women. I'm a little masculine, I think, in the face, and I've gotten that quite a lot. I'm like, oh, you must really just be a Tim LARPing as a feminist or whatever.
Oh god, yeah, but that's from like hater people. Yeah, annoying.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would actually like legitimately
no, they would
me
never.
For like, and I have a deep-ish voice, but like, whatever. I'm more
You're
on the.
Clearly a woman.
I think so.
Yes.
Like you see my body and stuff, and the way like I walk and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Gosh. It's like I have a little of that. When you like, when you don't know what you look like. That's like a phenomenon. Like I feel like I have that. Like I look in the mirror and I'm like, I don't really know what I look like actually. Like I don't know how other people see me.
How you're perceived. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, I think I look good. I don't know. I guess it's in the eye of the beholder, anyways. Oh yeah, I have big hands and feet too. I have like huge hands. Yep.
But you're tall. I mean, I'm
I
sure
have a
you're
super flat chest
proportionate.
too. Yeah. Yeah, I've got like a big butt, so that probably helps, you know.
Mm-hmm. Dina
Uh,
says, unfortunately, I live in a very Republican area, but at least I won't be asked my pronouns.
yeah, isn't that the trade-off?
Aw, cute. Okay, next meme.
All right.
Big tech. We're doing our best to stop the spread of disinformation. Also, big tech. This emoji.
True. Oh God. I mean, that
There's a
emoji is,
pregnant man emoji.
yeah, that's clearly a man's face right there.
Yeah, that's the male emoji.
I would say,
Oh,
yeah, that's not even a masculine woman right there.
no. Lily said she sent me a meme on Discord. I heard the Discord notification go off on my end, and I was like, "Where is that coming from?" And there,
Oh,
that's why. Ugh, yeah, no kidding. This freaking pregnant emoji. Good lord.
irradiated woman says, "I love being a giant," and I too love being a giant. I wish I was even
Ugh,
taller. I'm five
I
foot
wish I was
nine.
taller. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I'm 5'9". I would go to like 5'11".
Oh,
That would
I would
be
love to
sick.
be
I
just.
don't think any taller than that, personally, like I would start to feel self-conscious maybe, but
Mm,
yeah, I love being tall.
I would love to be like 5'4".
How tall are you?
If I stand up real straight, like 5'2".
Yeah,
But
you're tiny.
yeah, I'm very short.
Tiny little munchkin.
Mm, can't reach anything. Can't see anything.
I mean, I think that probably there was a time in my life where, I wanted to be like petite because it's cute and it's like feminine and
Mm,
stuff,
mm-hmm,
but
mm-hmm.
I do like Lisa carries radical in her back pocket.
Same height as Lady Gaga, my beloved. I got in so much shit for saying that on my community page.
Oh yeah.
People were so
I know,
mad.
I went back and read all the comments of that post the other day. I
I
was
know.
like, totally, like, I don't know. And okay, so when you first sent me that picture of, or whatever, I hadn't watched was it Oscars?
Performance.
I hadn't watched
Yeah.
it. And I was like, "Oh, she's just wearing like no makeup or whatever." No, she was really wearing like no makeup because they were like
Mm-hmm.
close up on her face, and like she didn't have like foundation on or anything like
No.
that. She showed up at the red
Yeah.
carpet or whatever. She
Yeah, she was like overly done on the red carpet, but for the actual
Yeah,
performance, she was like completely stripped down. And I was like,
that was
you know,
awesome. And also
yeah,
t-shirt. Okay,
t-shirt,
like
ripped jeans, sneakers, her hair just in a French braid.
can we just talk about like a regular t-shirt silhouette? Like
Yeah,
how rare that is to ever even like see that on a woman.
right. That not fitted, like
Yeah.
hugging her curves.
Yeah. Like cuz that's my vibe. Like that's how I dress every day,
Yeah, same.
And like I was like representation. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it.
Totally. Yep.
Um Cause you never know what's gonna like set a trend and stuff too. It's like
Exactly.
things like that can start a trend, can
Mm-hmm.
be like influential. Um, no, I thought it was good. Yeah. She must have just like taken like washed her makeup off or a makeup wipe or something
Yep.
because like she had like when you've been wearing mascara or whatever and
Yeah.
you take it off and it's like
Remnants.
still a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nothing too trashy you over. Some
What?
people
Nothing.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
No, like your post, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you got like some pushback on that, but like
Yeah.
um I feel like some people are just looking to be contrarians.
Oh, yeah. No, it doesn't really matter what you or I ever say. Somebody's going to be mad about it. So that's fine. They can be.
Yeah, I give a lot of leeway. And then sometimes it goes over the leeway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next meme is it's a screenshot from some people's Discord chats. I don't know where it's from. I just found it online, but it is so freaking funny. So, first person says, "Don't speak German with an X here. As long as you only speak English, you're all right." Why
Huh.
the hell did you censor the word German? Because of gendered language, and I suggest you censor it too. Because Gerwoman is a word or Gerperson. Stop now. You're literally saying that the word German, a word referring to a language, is gendered. And then the person in bold underlined font, stop using gendered language. Is it really so difficult to use Germexan and make people feel more secure and safe?
That is totally bonkers. Jur them.
Jur them. Like calling German a gendered word and to censor it so you don't set off someone's delicate sensibilities.
Oh, Nena. German. Oh my god.
Like deranged. That is
That is very deranged.
Oh,
That's
Joan.
insane.
Hi, Joan.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Joan talked about I mentioned she
Might come.
potentially joining,
She
but
still can if you want to, Joan.
yeah.
Did you send her the link?
Oh, I can, yeah.
You can come in if you want to, Joan.
I can. Let's see. I got it. It's email.
Yeah.
I'll just email you and then you can decide if you want to come or not.
Right. Like, because every language must revolve around English, obviously, right? Like, yeah, that's not even an English word. Like, well, I guess German is an English word. The real word is Deutsch, but. Oh.
Right.
Blorbo says, I'm going to start saying Gerwoman with a Y. Rachel, that one time a senator or something said amen and a woman.
Yeah.
No.
A woman. Actually, I'm in the midst of this 45-hour book about it's a Bible study. And they talk about the origin of the word amen.
Okay.
And it has nothing to do with men, obviously.
No.
Like it means
what is the etymology?
I have to Google now. I totally forget.
Amen etymology. Let's see. Okay, so Old English from ecclesiastical Latin from Greek from Hebrew means truth or certainty. Used adverbially as expression of agreement and adopted in the Septuagint as a solemn expression of belief or affirmation. So it's from Greek into Latin and then into English.
Mm-hmm. So be it.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing to do with men.
Gerperson. Foof. Too good.
Okay, good. Joan of Arc, if you're there and you're awake, I sent you the link if you want to join us. Or I don't know, maybe anyone else wants to join us. Oh, yeah. I know you're the spontaneity.
No, get out of here.
Radical has an issue with spontaneity.
Shut up. No, not spontaneity. A divergence from the established plan.
Oh, Nena's welcome too.
Yeah, I'm going to open Discord so I can send it to Nena. If it will open. Apparently it won't open.
Originally I said, I was like, I'm so drained. I just want more people to do the carry the burden, Actually, like, I feel like this was quite a good stream for us.
Mm-hmm.
It worked out.
More memes.
More memes.
I do.
Okay, you're the meme queen.
I'm trying. Trans women aren't women. Okay, well, explain this then. Okay.
I mean, I have to say, like, I mean, as far as passing goes, like, that guy's not doing that bad.
No, not at all. I mean, yeah, some pass, but I mean, there's editing and
Oh, sure.
But then this plastic fruit isn't fruit. Well, explain this then.
Oh, man. Have you seen that? Wait, did we talk about the AI porn?
No.
We talked about it, right?
I don't know. Did
Where
we?
it's, yeah, people in the chat will know too. Like that somebody posted these pictures of women in like bikinis on
Oh, I
Twitter.
have seen that. Yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen that.
And they said something like it's over now or something.
Oh,
So
right.
that was like the caption.
Oh.
And the whole thing, oh my God, I wanted to make a video about it, but like the whole thing is just so like fascinating to me. And one of the my favorite reply was someone had like zoomed in on the hands of this like AI porn, you know? Because AI can't do hands right, and it can't do like
Right.
teeth and stuff. They come out weird. And they were like, in the future, like hands are gonna be the porn.
Oh, interesting.
Because that's gonna be show that it's a real woman, you know, like not the body,
Yeah.
like isolating just a hand.
Oh, interesting. And
Yeah.
awful. Oh, I see people are talking about the Discord. There is not a Discord.
Oh,
We're just talking about me and Lisa's DMs
yeah.
on Discord.
The DMs.
Oh, look who's here. Hi, Nana.
Hi.
Hi, Nana.
I'm here now. What's up?
Nothing.
You
What's
can't
up with you?
hide from me. No, I'm just kidding.
How's Japan?
It's good. I like, hurt my eyeball yesterday by myself because I'm real smart and good at walking and doing things. So
Oh.
doctor to open so I can go.
Oh. Do you walk into something?
I hit myself in the face.
Oh no.
When I was trying to put my mask on to get onto the subway, and I was holding I had a paper bag dangling from my wrist that I forgot about, and so it just like swung up and hit me in the eyeball.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I'm so graceful that it's
That's
real.
so fun.
I know. So, but I took the day off because I'm like, my eyeball hurt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
I hope you can get it checked out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get it checked. I bet.
Good.
Okay. Good. Shall we go to our next meme?
Yeah.
It's not
Memes,
really
memes,
funny,
memes.
but this one isn't funny, but it's a contrast. Broke. Behead those who insult Islam. Woke. Decapitate TERFs.
Oof.
Oh gosh. Brutal, hey?
Yeah.
Okay. That was from like a thing in Scotland, I think, and the woman in the yellow hat, I think, is like I don't know what the word is, like a city councillor or something. Handmaiden. That too, but like
that too, yeah. Professional
like
handmaiden.
like a city councillor of some kind. And
that's so crazy that anyone would like pose joyfully in front of a sign that says that.
I know. There was two of them. I think one of them was Nicola Sturgeon.
That's so demented.
Oh yeah, an MP. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah, and she tried to say like, "Oh, I didn't know. I didn't see the signs earlier." But there's other pictures where she's like in other positions where she can clearly see the signs. So it's like, okay, how would you not have seen the sign? Like, come on.
I know.
It's always like that. It's always like, we didn't know. It's like, okay, really?
There's just no situation where violence or calls for violence are acceptable at all to like promote your political agenda, you know?
Yeah.
Awful.
But like if you have to resort to violence, then you don't have much of an argument.
Right. Yeah. See the mob in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Scary.
Okay, lighten up now.
Lighten up.
Birds can make their homes in tall treetops and soar at great heights, and pigeons are like, no, thank you. I will commute by foot to Home Depot.
That's cute.
I know.
True, they do be walking everywhere. What? Why are they walking all the time?
I know.
I
They're
guess though,
pigeon-
if it's probably
Thank you,
really
Rachel.
tiring to fly, right?
I'm sure.
I would
Oh my
probably be
gosh.
walking all the time too if I were a bird. I'm like, oh, I'm too tired to be flying right now. I'm just gonna walk to Home Depot.
But they just like glide. Don't birds just like glide? They just like open their
They
wings
gotta
and
they
just
gotta get
like.
They
up
gotta
there
flap,
though. Yeah, it
hoist
depends
their
on the
body
kind of
weight.
bird too. Like, those hawks and stuff, they're just up there gliding, but they have to get up there first, Pigeons are never gliding. They're always
They're-
struggling.
Okay.
Pigeons here
Also,
are huge.
Joan is here now. Hi, Joan.
Hello.
Oh my god, it's a party.
Oh
I
my
love
god,
it.
best day to take off. If I had gone to work, I'd be so mad.
I know you'd be missing out.
I would be so mad right now.
How's it going, Joan?
It's going good. Your talk of AI while I went to clean my teeth reminded me of something meme adjacent I discovered while playing with Dali Mini, though.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
So I'm just on it now.
On
And
what?
so it's an AI image generator.
Oh, okay.
And hilariously, you have to go onto the old version. The new version doesn't work now, so I'm just trying it out. So I'm gonna just try and get a few, and then if I can send them to you, I will. But basically, if you type trans woman versus radical feminist into this
Oh,
AI
no.
image generator, you get some slightly interesting results.
Oh, interesting. Ooh, Existential Gamer is a fan of Joan's voice.
I know. I love your voice too.
I know.
Thank you.
When you're just so effortlessly
Oh,
popular, must be
Poor
nice.
roaches. Oh, get out of here.
We love your voice too, Nana.
I have the most just generic voice. That's fine.
You're the most popular in our streams, in our chats, always.
Oh my god, thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. know.
Good times. Okay. This is so good. Autistic women versus autistic men's areas of special interest. Women, vintage fashion, radical feminism, classical literature, web art, psychology, jigsaw puzzles, cottagecore, mental health awareness. Men, school shootings, hentai, 4chan, the alt-right, incels, autogynephilia.
That's so
Yeah.
true.
War crimes and fashion, as I always break it down to. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm trying to think. Everyone, think of your favorite autistic woman's favorite fun special interest.
Yeah, bugs
They've all
is
got
one
one.
I
Let me
can
think.
think of.
Oh, bugs. Yeah, that's a big one. Trains.
Yeah.
I know I'm real into trains.
Yep.
All about the different track type thingies, like they're not wheels, but the thing that is like a wheel that goes on the track. The
No.
start part to go on a track that's a train. It's not a wheel because it doesn't. It's not quite a wheel.
Okay.
Go choo 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 on it.
Yeah.
Wheel.
Like
That
the
thing.
chugga 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 chugga.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. I don't know. I forget what it's called. You would be so upset. But I have obviously not paid very good attention to her detailed explanations. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Those things of trains.
Too funny. Also, off topic, but Joan, isn't it the middle of the actual night for you?
Look, listen. It might be 2 in the morning. I might have work tomorrow. I might.
Go to bed.
I might
No, don't go to
have
bed.
had a little
don't.
smoke.
Call in tomorrow. Be like the rest of us.
The
I'm
Terfs
sorry,
made
I
me
was
do it.
doing memes online. Work, please.
Oh, good times, good times. Oh, okay. Straight married liberal white woman at the office. She, her. I'm helping. Oh, it's so funny. We were talking about pronouns in your email signatures earlier. And I work in mental health and addiction, so they're everywhere. But nobody has different pronouns than what their biological sex is, which just makes me laugh every time.
It's the new this is the new, how in the early 2000s it was very chic for just heterosexuals to be like my partner, and then you're like,
Mhm.
ooh, and then you find out it's just like their husband or whatever. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
it's the new my partner. It's like normalize calling your heterosexual partner your partner. I'm like, no, normalize homosexuality. You guys
Yeah,
are doing.
right.
They're just making. We're removing the stigma from the word partner. I'm like, that's not what we asked you to do. That's not the
Right.
point. Ugh,
Oy. So funny.
I
So
love that.
funny.
At the same time, though, it's like you know that the person who made this is like some blue-haired,
Of
other
course.
also straight married woman
Oh.
who calls herself a queer they them or whatever. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you're not helping. It's like you don't even. How is she supposed to help you? Like there's no
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my god.
there's no winning.
This made me die laughing when I saw it. By the way, you can use whatever gender seasonings you want. Paint your nails, wear breast forms, wear a binder, pack, tuck, dress however you want, whatever. You're adding ingredients to your gender soup.
Cringe.
So cringe. And you know that they're so serious when they type things like this.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
they're like I'm changing the world because I have a sock in my underwear. It's like okay,
Oh,
all right, like yuck. Why are you telling me that?
right. Isn't self ID kind of similar to MBTI or astrology type stuff? I mean, I think so, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like the new. What's your sign? It's the new that.
What's your pronouns?
What's your pronouns? What's your gender? I love your
Ugh.
gender. Where did you get your gender?
Back in the old internet days, it used to be like putting like a song or a band or something in your,
Right, in your MySpace
you know,
profile.
yeah, exactly. Like,
We're old, Lisa. MySpace.
yeah,
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 whenever you would put like the little MIDI version of your favorite song
yeah,
on your
exactly.
GeoCities, that's what it
Yeah,
was.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, people just, they need something to differentiate themselves. And it, in a sense, the internet has made everything really, really like competitive as far as proving that you're like a unique individual.
Mhm.
So how do you do that? I mean, you're not really a unique individual anymore if you're gender special, because that's pretty
Mhm.
common now. But it's kind
Yeah.
of, it's been like a shortcut way for people to be like, oh, look, I really am special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Existential says though, I'm not mandating my coworkers call me an INTP Gemini or get fired. LOL.
You should though, because that'd be really funny. Let's do it, gals. We too can be a problem.
Imagine putting like Cancer Rising in your work email signature.
We should start. Everyone
I
can
could actually
Honestly,
see
pick some
that.
crazy shit and get behind it real
I'm
big.
a Scorpio moon with a Cancer Rising.
And then when they try to make you stop, be like, that's my gender, actually. And then like, oh my God, we could do anything now.
We could. Oh.
My colleagues literally do that with the Scorpio rising stuff.
Yeah.
Do they really, Daria? I must know.
I don't know. Oh no, really?
Yeah, she said my coworkers, my colleagues literally do that.
No, tell us
Along with the
more.
pronouns. Oh my God. She's like, Scorpio rising. Also, I'm a he, they, or whatever.
Oh my god, if you decide to identify as a different astrological sign, people have to accept that or they're bigots.
Yeah, I've always hated my birthday because it's just so inconveniently timed. So, like, I have birthday dysphoria, and I think I should get to change it legally.
When's your birthday?
It's in December during finals
Oh,
week, and
yeah.
the week before everyone travels for Christmas, so no one remembers that I exist.
Yeah.
Which is really hard for me as a middle child.
Oh, no kidding.
I'm already like teetering on the brink of a breakdown for attention at all
Oh.
times. So it's like it's just an awful, awful time to have a birthday.
Okay, but this actually brought up a question for me. Literally, if you can change your name and your sex on your ID, literally, why can you not pick a date of birth that you want? Like
I
within the
know.
same year. Like
Yeah, within the year, as long as you're not
I'm a
like trying to
July, but
mess
maybe
with
I
that.
want to be a March.
Yeah,
And why can't I?
I know. I think I should be able to. Like, I want to be I think a June would be real good for me, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, it's rainy season here. I'll make it a May.
But
I'll get older. It's fine.
I'm a little bit like I'm being silly, but I'm kind of serious also. If you can change your sex and your name on your birth certificate, why can't you change your birthday?
I mean, name is like whatever, but sex is, you know, reality. So
Right, but you
I
can
would say
change
it is.
it.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I agree with you. It's totally analogous to your birthday. Like,
Yeah.
it's
I'm not even changing it much. I'm just changing, like, who cares what the actual
Yeah,
day
same
was?
year.
You know, it's like
Same
within the
year,
same
but-
year. Yeah. Within a year, I feel like you should be able to just be like, I choose a different date, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, but what if you changed your astrological sign? No, that's not a construct. That is you cannot mess with astrological signs.
Okay.
That is science.
Resurrects casually says, reminds me of the trans zodiac post on Tumblr.
Oh, please.
Oh, I've never heard
Resurrects
of that.
casually. I love that name though. Casually. Are you flexing on God, our Lord and Savior? How casually you did it.
Okay. Getting jumped by 2 non-binary people. I'm fighting tooth and nail over here.
Oh, that's good.
Tooth and nail.
I don't get it.
That's like the kind of
non-binary
nail
people always choose insane names for themselves, like tooth and nail.
and nail. Yeah.
Like in Rusty's comic in Leasebound,
Brick.
one of the Gendies' name is Brick.
Sock and stuff like that. Like it's always some stupid thing like that. Like
Oh, Brick. We love Brick. Oh my god.
Okay. I'm gonna send you some stuff on Discord, Radical.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
like
can't I can't open
I'm
Discord.
the.
I click on it and nothing happens.
Really?
Yeah, it happens every now and again, and then I have to like.
Can you quit and?
Yeah, I have to quit it with the command prompt, and it's just. I can open it on my phone, but then I can't do anything on my computer.
Well, I'm sending you stuff, and it's really important.
Well,
urgent. Wait,
It's urgent.
I want to send you important stuff. Hold on.
Okay. Oh my god.
Let me find what I can find.
Okay, hold on. I have to. How do I do this? Force.
I'm just sending you things.
Oh my god, my freaking Discord notification right now is like.
I'm sending you important things.
I know. I have to freaking teach myself how to fix. Oh
this is all the things that Joan has blessed us with.
Okay.
They weren't. Listen, I've generated much more.
They're pretty
ones before. I don't know what, and I don't know why now. If you do it, it's a lot more flattering. They've changed the training data.
I feel like the trans activist one, though, is pretty darn accurate.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try and open this now. I had to just do the task kill thing.
I can hear your computer just like going nuts.
I know. I'm sorry. My poor ancient little.
I can hear all the fans turning on.
Okay, I have to share these now. Hold on. So these are some of the AI art things. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm just opening them all.
I should let Joan talk.
Yeah, go for it, Joan.
Oh, I mean, I think the images speak for themselves.
Okay, hold on. I'll share them as soon as I get them open. The struggle is real over here. Okay, share screen. Share window.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, wait, we want this one. Start with this one. So, do you want to tell us about this, Joan?
Yeah, well, I just typed in radical feminist, and I think, that's a very, that makes a lot of sense what we've got there, but it's very, represents the movement as a clear symbol of what feminism is about.
Okay, next one.
And then, look, guys, I don't want to be too mean, but also it is just funny how they got the blue hair.
They did get it pretty right.
That is.
I like how the flags are just getting increasingly like messed up. It's like flag.
The one in the center on the bottom.
This one.
Yeah.
That's what I did find interesting as well. When I did them, I got some. I'm going to say better is the word I'm going to use, but I found it very interesting that it does give these AI generated people, I think, quite obviously male bodies. So I did find that interesting.
Definitely.
Okay.
Not passing.
Oh my god, do you see on my window here my Formula One schedule shortcut?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cute.
Oh no.
Okay, next one.
Wow.
Woof. This is crazy that it just like built this.
I've met all of these men.
Right?
So
Every
odd,
single
isn't
one
it?
of them.
Yeah, it really is interesting because they are sort of all the same, in a sense.
Big time. Oh, this one is really creepy, this top
Mm-hmm.
left.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at it. I forgot. I clicked back on the page.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a horror show.
I got one more very
That's
good
rough.
one that I just sent over. I'll stop now. Well, I'll carry on. I'll do it for my own amusement. But
Where are you sending these?
Sending it to me, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm sending it to Radical as well. I've got both your emails.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. I got it.
But I'm now just putting these similar
Oh.
prompts into the new one, and it's interesting. I also had to go on Chat GPT, and I had a lovely argument with it.
Oh, how was that?
Well, the thing that cracked me up the most is I said, "Could you please write me a feminist song called Pussy Power?"
Oh.
And it did, and it was an absolute banger. But it put in one line about like we've got curves and all. So I was like, "Hey, that's not very." I asked for a feminist song. That's not very feminist. And then the AI was like, "You're right. I'm so sorry," and then rewrote the song.
Oh.
But it attempted to explain what a gender identity was to me.
Oh my god.
And then I started getting error messages, so I think it was too much for it to handle.
Look at this horror show that Joan emailed me.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Ugh. He's on OnlyFans.
Oh, he definitely is.
He's definitely on OnlyFans. He's got gamer socks for sure. This one. Thank goodness I only have one eye that works right now, and it's still bad.
Oh.
No, just kidding. I have two.
The male torso. The many belly
Yeah.
buttons. I've seen this man before.
You know this man.
Now I understand trans black people.
This man, it always gives me blue hair, no matter what. Blue hair.
Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it? They always give them blue.
Oh my
Joan, I saw
Sorry.
in the private chat there, you sent me a TikTok, but I don't think I can share. I don't know how to share TikToks.
Oh, no worries.
I'm sorry.
So stop.
What is going on right now? Okay. We've got like maybe 3 or 4 more.
Made me laugh again. Ugh.
Ladies' night.
Love that for them.
This one is one Lisa sent me.
We need to start doing. Oh. It's one of my favorite genres of photography. Is pets with being filmed through glass objects that make their faces silly size. Wonderful. A+.
This is a throwback to a stream Lisa and I did about trans people fleeing the United States to seek asylum. And just this was the article we read, but this was a tweet about it. I've had this conversation with nearly all of my trans friends. Many are making backup plans to flee if things get worse. It feels like 1929 Berlin.
Oh my god.
Imagine saying that.
Wow. Also imagine the audacity of thinking that you can know what it feels like to be in 1929 Berlin when you're like a 32-year-old man who lives in your mom's basement and who like jerks off all day. Like, it's never been so hard for us. It's harder than it was for like, really?
I know.
Really?
Insane, right?
Wow.
Ugh. Okay. How turfs are made. How people think it is. I just hate trans people so much. Ah! How it actually is. I'm going to support the trans. Gets harassed by Tims, is told she's not a real lesbian unless she sucks dick. Feminism losing importance in order to accommodate men in dresses. Experimental hormone treatment given to children. Teenage girls wanting to mutilate themselves and be men because they hate sexism. AGPs claiming that they're more women than real women. Fuck. The rad femmes were right all along. Literally, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Out of the four of us, how many of us were originally supported trans
Yeah, I did.
ideology? I did too.
Well, I don't
did
know
to
if
a
I'd say
degree.
not ideology as it is now, because I became a TERF in 2013.
Yeah, you're
But
old
I was
school.
like, I was very like, they just want to live their lives. And I was
Mhm.
like, yeah. But so, yeah, definitely I was like, I was kind.
Yeah, same. I was like trying to understand it. Like I was like, I
That's
don't
fine.
understand this, but I accept them. Like I don't get it, but I accept them for who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was kind of like, wow, if they're so miserable, then like if they want to do this, then like sure, okay. And that was like 2008 or whatever. And then I left the West. I didn't have to think about it for 15 years. and then I was like, oh, is this what you guys are saying now? Never mind. I went through that.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, I was big time supportive to the point of believing it all so much that I was like, "Wow, I can't really be a woman then. This doesn't make sense." But as per a lot of women, you listen more to exactly what trans people are saying, and eventually go, "Hang on a second."
Yep.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
And here's something as well. So I was very against like kink and BDSM, even when I thought
Yeah.
I
Same.
agreed with a lot of like other lib fem stuff.
Yeah.
But on Tumblr, the only women talking about anti-kink and like anti-BDSM type stuff were radical feminists. As much as I was going, oh well, these women are so bigoted, but oh well, I guess I'll have to read their blogs because they're the only ones talking about this.
Mm.
Yeah, I was always very anti lots of stuff. Oh, true.
Yeah.
Go if you're already a swerp, might as well go full turf.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last meme. I gaze at the monster I have become, and I love her.
Yay!
Aw, that's cute.
Mm-hmm. But
Like
also poignant. We are monstrous, evil, horrible turfs, but I love me.
Yeah.
That's such a cute cat.
I know. Her little blazer and bow tie.
I like that. I think it's a comb, but it looks like a knife for a second. I'm like, yes.
Oh.
And it's a comb. I thought it was a knife.
So cute. The end. That's all the memes I have. Good times. Let's see here. So Miku said she only found about the trans cult about a year ago, and I said how. And then she said her online access was heavily restricted and school didn't adopt the trans stuff until a couple months. Oh yeah, you're super young, right, Miku?
Interesting.
People say, whoops, where is this? People say, listen to trans people. How do you think I became a radical feminist?
Yeah.
They talked about this in the final episode of the J.K. Rowling podcast. about how it's always just like, listen to trans people. And what they really mean is shut the fuck up. That's what they mean.
What did you think of that podcast?
I liked it a lot. I finished it like 2 days ago. And is this weird? Should I how do I stop sharing? Sorry, here we go. Okay. I liked the podcast a lot. I thought it was good. I was driven insane listening to ContraPoints cry.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Gross.
That sounds cringy.
Yeah, it was very cringy.
Yeah.
But how did you find it, Joan? Or if you listened?
I really liked it. I heard someone being really, really critical of it. She was like going like, it's not going far enough, like it's missed out lots of stuff about like particularly like the violence that women were facing, like particularly like
For
Maria
sure.
McLaughlin getting beaten up, which I do agree with. But as like a thing that people who aren't super engaged in this debate will see, are likely to stumble across,
Yeah.
to listen to, and probably are likely to hear Rowling at the end of it. I thought it was really good. So yeah, it was a shame that it didn't. It almost felt like it was missing out things. But I get why it was the way it was.
Right. I think it was also like trying to just be like a little stepping stone for people who have no idea what the heck is going on. It's like a primer really for them to figure it all out.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's very much like an introduction to what's going on, because a lot of people are just so lost on the whole issue and like, why do we hate J.K. Rowling now, or Rowling now? And I feel like it was kind of like a good summary. And as much like existential game as I like, I didn't finish the episode. I quit during the Noah part because I didn't want to listen to a child of 17 as some kind of authority on this. I'm like, yeah.
Well, and the thing too about Noah, who was speaking, who is 17 and is a female who identifies as male, and has had surgery and is on hormones. What she kept saying was like stuff that just like re solidified why I'm a radical feminist, because I think like it was like the whole thing was you're not really making the points you think you're making. Like she kept saying stuff like, I would have killed myself, and it's like, yeah. Or she also said she had no feelings of dysphoria ever at all until puberty and internet access. It's like, yeah, you're not making the points you think you're making here.
No, it is very much like it's an own goal. Like,
big time own goal. Like big time.
It's like, you're just proving all of our points. Like, you're saying what we always say. Plus, it's like, okay, you're 17. I can't see how you could possibly regret all these decisions you made as a teenager. I got arrested at 17. Do you think I don't want to regret that? Like, and I was a smart kid. Well, ostensibly. Yeah. It's like, yeah, you're gonna regret some of these things probably. It's like, I could never have found a way through this without irreversible surgery done to my body. It's like, you don't know that. You're 17. Right. What are we talking about? Like, why are we talking to this child about this?
Yeah, irradiated woman says, bringing the kid in was kind of cringe. I'm so happy I know it was right for me. Honey, talk to me in 5 years. Right. Like, you're 17 years old, you've removed your breasts, and you've fucked up your voice and your body. Like, woof.
Yeah.
Soph said her friend of 11 years broke off her friendship because she said J.K. Rowling was right. Big time woof. Call back to the tattoo meme, yeah. Yeah, who among us doesn't regret stupid shit we did as teenagers?
Yeah. Seriously. I'm so glad I wasn't able to make decisions. I think if I were, 20 years younger than I am, essentially, I would, maybe not even 20, maybe 15 or 10 years younger than I am. I think I would have been caught up in this trans nonsense.
Right.
Because I was very online during like a really vulnerable time of my life. And that's like right when all these girls get the ROGD.
Of course.
In my case, I was just like, I'm going to role play and talk about Pokemon. Like, that was the extent of my online escapades, which worked out
Yeah.
fine for me. No serious regrets as to my Pokemon roleplay, but we weren't being Pokemon. We were like Pokemon trainers, so it's
Yes, of
not that
course.
creepy. Yeah,
Well,
like
that's not cringe at all. Then
it's not cringe. I was
Right.
also 12 years old and just moved and had no friends, so it was actually very classy. Thank you. But it's works of art. I stand by everything I did. No, I'm just kidding. But like, yeah, that was just me being like a cringe 12 years old on the internet,
Mhm.
super bored, had no friends because I just moved, you know. Imagine if it was like now and I would be like, oh, my new name is Brick and I need to
Right.
cut my boobs off, mom. Like I would and I also had like, you know, an eating disorder and like body dysmorphia and all that. So like, yeah, I would definitely be having some regrets right now.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God I'm too old for it.
Wow. Quinn says, I identified as non-binary when I was 15, came out then, and peaked about a month later. Very weird to explain to the TRA friends at the time. I mean, I'm glad for you, Quinn, that you got away from that, but woof, what a fast turnaround.
Yeah, I do sometimes think about, because I'm not even 5 foot tall. I'm really short. And I
Yeah.
was thinking, like, if I was 5'8", would I have actually gone down the trans route? Like, because a huge thing was like, well, no matter what I do, like, no one
Right.
would ever believe I'm male. So let's nip that in the bud.
Yeah, true. I had a friend though, like when I was in university, and this was like right on the forefront of this trans stuff being a thing. And she was a lesbian who had been disowned by her parents for being a lesbian, and then like was on the streets and had been assaulted by a man on the streets actually. And then she was like, "Oh, actually, I'm a man," and she was like 4'2", like not 4'2", but
That's
like real
wild.
small, tiny, super skinny little like thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like no one thought she was a man. No one did.
Worse.
Absolutely no one. It's like, but you know, we were nice at the time and we would like pretend
Yeah.
that
Well,
we
and the
thought
thing-
that she could look but she looked like a 10-year-old boy, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, maybe.
But there are some women who take testosterone for a long time and like in photos or whatever, like you truly may struggle to identify them as trans. But then as soon as you see them next to a real man and you're like, oh, this is clearly a woman because they're 5'2" and you know,
Yeah.
you could
Yeah,
just
they have like
see.
masculinized traits, but it's not like the whole
Mhm.
picture. You know what I mean? It's not the whole
Yeah.
caboodle. And you see them next to a man, you're like, ah, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
but in pictures,
Okay.
they can actually look pretty passing. Like in pictures, or if
Totally.
they're surrounded by smaller women, like never talk to me or my tiny female friend ever again type of like then it's like, okay, you look comparatively, you like it could sort of pass, but then when you see them next to dudes, you're like, ah, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think having a beard it's kind of an immediate.
Yeah.
Your brain goes, man. Must be a man. Yeah.
Yeah, of
and
course.
You don't think any harder.
Yep. Totally.
I had someone be like, wouldn't you be afraid if you were in a bathroom and Buck Angel came in? I was like, what's Buck Angel going to do? Sell her body at me? Like, sell nude videos of herself? Oh, I'm so afraid. Like, literally, what is Buck Angel going to do to me? Like, the most female socialized thing ever is
to be a porn star.
Is to be a porn star. And that's literally like the first thing Buck did out in the world. So it's kind of like, all right. Yeah. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh no, don't commodify your body at me. Oh, what shall I do? Like, how is that a threat to me in any way? Plus, like, I know who Buck Angel is, so no, I would not be afraid, even if like this argument makes no sense. I'd be like, oh, hi, Buck Angel.
Literally.
How's it going?
Oh, so weird, hey?
Weird that you're in Japan, but like awesome.
Existential Gamer said, I'd be way more comfortable with Buck than any Reddit or Twitter Tim.
Yeah, actually, I have nothing against Buck besides like disagreeing with her on many, many things. Like, I have no fear of Buck whatsoever. What are you talking about? Like, don't you? I'd be like, yeah. Hi.
I know. I do also just think, I don't know. basically in my city over the past coming out of COVID, everywhere's put in gender neutral toilets.
Really?
And it's actually a bit of it has actually made me think, you know, if this was still the ladies and the gents toilets, and a
Yeah.
trans woman did come in the ladies' loo, I like to an extent, like, yeah. What am I trying to say? Like, if I'm at like the gay club, like that, their club night, and there's a trans identified man in the toilet, I actually probably don't feel that unsafe, and I don't really care. Like, but I'm not saying that no one should. But anyway, that is how I would feel. But now, if the whole point is to keep the trans women away from the men, now we're all in the same toilet now. So
Right.
it's like you've made the situation worse for everyone. Including these like trans identifying men. And my other pet peeve is they'll put on the door cubicles and urinals, and then on the other door they'll put cubicles and no urinals. They should actually put cubicles and menstrual bins. Like, if they haven't put the sanitary bins in every cubicle.
Ah.
Yeah, true.
That's a good point.
Yeah. But it doesn't solve anything, because obviously all the men, like, no one goes into the one that's got urinals except for men.
Of course.
And then a bunch of men come in the one that was the ladies anyway.
I'm gonna go use the urinals and be like, just piss my pants and be like, these toilets are all broken. These toilets don't work right. What's going on? I thought I could choose one or the other.
An intense thrust.
Yeah,
intense thrust.
My roommate in university, like, this is a really bizarre story, but our dorms were renovated so they were female only, but the floor they originally weren't, so they had urinals in our bathrooms, in our shared bathrooms. And so we put like random potted plants in there and stuff, like it was fine. But then my roommate was like dead set that she was going to be able to use the urinal. She was like, I'm going to pee standing up if it's the last thing I do. So she would use yeah. So our room was right by the bathrooms, and we always had our door open anyway. But she'd go in there and come back, and I didn't know she'd been like training, like marathon style, trying to pee. And then one day she comes in, she goes to the restroom, she comes back with her underwear, like her pants in her hand. I'm like, did you pee your pants in the bathroom? What happened? Like, how did you go to the bathroom and come back with pee pants? And then she had to admit that she'd been trying to pee in the urinals, and she's been doing it for a while. It's been working. Like, she would just like angle like the right pelvic thrust, you know, like
Jesus.
to make it happen. But this time it just, you know, like it did the thing where it just like went to your leg instead, you know, like it like went sort of sideways to her thigh, and she peed her pants. I was like, this is the best. I love you so much, but what are you doing? Like,
so sad.
it was amazing. I was like, you just went to go pee, and how did you pee your pants? How did you in the bathroom? That's two seconds away. How did you pee yourself? Like, wonderful.
Oh, have mercy.
Good story.
Yeah.
That is a good
so
story.
We can do it all, ladies, but just have extra pants. Because you might pee your pants in the process of having it all.
I've got a friend with a pedigree for pissing in inappropriate places, and on a night out, she also gets quite belligerent when drunk.
Oh,
She just marched into the men's toilet, squatted over. She's very tall. Squatted over the urinal, peed in it, and then she was like, "Ah!" and then sat on the sink, trousers down, and washed her bum in the sink.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, there's quite an amazing photograph of this that is lit like a Vogue fashion spread. It's such a weird image.
Oh my god. No.
I love your friend. That was me in my 20s.
Oh.
I was a true, genuine sloppy girl.
Oh no. I was not that sloppy, but I had some wild times, that's for
Oh
sure.
Lord. I was definitely at least that bad.
Oh. Were you a party girl ever, Lisa?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
It's the guilty silence of someone who's pissed in her fair share of urinals.
Look, no one's gonna tell me where to and where not to piss. So, especially when I'm drunk, any sink is free for me. Like, I'll just go for it. I have done many things. Castles. I don't care. But in Spain, everything's a castle. Like, it's castle everywhere. What are you supposed to do? You can barely piss without hitting a castle.
The world is your toilet.
Yeah.
The world is exactly. The world is my toilet. I've gotten much better now. Obviously, I'm not. But in my 20s and my piss chic era, thank you. Not in my evil woman era, so it's different. But when I was piss chic, I was definitely Jesus. But yeah, too real.
Oh my god. I don't think I ever peed anywhere too crazy, but
I used to like, house parties whenever there's like a big long line for the bathroom because it's just like a regular bathroom and it's of 100 people in the house. So we would clump up with all of our female friends and go in at once and just pee in every place available. You know what I mean? Bathtub, sink, toilet. Everyone choose 2 people in the bathtub and just like go. We were in and out. Efficiency, baby. Everyone loved being in line behind us because we were out of there in like 2 minutes and 6 girls came out of there. Like, we're done. Amazing.
Have mercy.
We rinsed with water. It was fine.
Of course.
Clean girls.
Oh my god, all sloppy.
Yeah.
I saw a man. This was in broad daylight. He was wearing a suit. He pissed in between 2 telephone boxes.
No.
I'm sure I didn't actually see anything. But you know how every time you remember something, you like you rewrite it a little bit. Now in my head, he's like sliding his knob between the 2 telephone boxes. I told you what I saw.
He's pissing on each individual like little pane of glass and stuff. Like you can like see it clear as day.
Have mercy. Men are so gross.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. When I do it, it's a girl boss moment, but when men do it, it's disgusting. It's empowering when I piss anywhere, but when men do it, revolting, and they need to learn their place.
Oh my god. Anyone who's just popped in like within the last 2 minutes is probably like, what the
So sorry, everyone. Wonderful segment here.
Oh, this is funny. Blorbo says, my college library has 2 gender-neutral bathrooms with stalls, and all the women go in one, and all the men go in the other. Yeah, because
it's almost as if we had that figured out to begin with.
Right, because people understand like the social norms of how that goes. It's just the freaking weirdos who are freaking weirdos.
I keep wondering what I'm going to do if my company ever hires a Tim, because we don't have
Japan.
Yeah, like I just keep wondering like what I would do if that happens, because it's a pretty big company. We have a lot of people per floor. We have 2 different floors, but the bathrooms are not like they're pretty small, and there's no space for like another bathroom to be made. I'm like, what would we do? But we also have hijabi and stuff who work for us, so it's like we can't
in Japan.
Because my company is international trade.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
we have customer support and stuff that are like from Malaysia and things like that.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, that's why. I mean, none of the Japanese people are hijabi, of course, but like
yeah, that's what I was like, what?
Yeah, but still, we still have those people who work for us, and I'm just like, what would happen? I think that they just wouldn't hire someone like that because of that issue. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, but like, what if some dude that we've already hired tunes out, which is very, very possible.
Again, though, in Japan.
Yeah,
like,
it's happening like more here because of the COVID and the internet and all that.
I know. You were telling me once like that there is some of that happening there, and just like to me, like I know I said this to you in our DMs, but I was just like, it is so entitled and disgusting to me to be like a foreigner in Japan and to like bring your weird, freakish Western gender shit to that country, like, and expect that country and that culture to play along with your weird gender stuff from the West. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and exploiting loopholes to not have to follow the legal transition process here, because they they want to keep their peen and have their fun too, so have their all that stuff. So yeah, but it could happen even with like a Japanese troon these days, really, because they're getting pretty bold. They've picked up some things from
Really?
the AGPs are getting pretty bold here. They're pushing
Japanese
to like,
ones.
yeah, the Japanese ones.
Please tell us about this because I am so interested.
Well, because like by Japanese law, like transition has been a thing for like a long time. Like that's not new.
Okay.
Like it's been legal for a long time here, but they have pretty strong gatekeeping in place that basically makes
Right.
it so AGPs can't transition. Because
Oh, interesting.
yeah, in order to transition legally as a man, you cannot be married. You can be divorced though. So like you could get a divorce
Yeah.
because there's no same-sex
Hmm.
marriage. So if you changed your sex, it would be a same-sex marriage. So that's why you can't be married because you're married to a woman. So you can be divorced, but you cannot be married. You cannot have minor children. So you cannot. Your children, if you have any children, they have to be adults. And you also cannot. Oh, you have to become sterilized. You have to get your penis removed, and you have to be sterilized. Like the balls got to go too if you're male.
Wow.
Because you cannot father any more children at that
Oh,
point.
wow.
Because you would create a child who has a true father, and that's like not cool. It's like you can't do that.
Whoa.
Like once your kids are grown up, it's kind of like, well, you know, you don't have any more legal obligation to them, so you could,
Okay.
you know, just abandon them. Really, like honestly, like once your kid's an adult, then you know you don't really have any obligations to them as a parent. But if they're a minor, then you do. So you're not allowed to have children. And so yeah, and for women, they have to be. I think they have to have. I think it's either like their uterus removed or their ovaries, but usually they do uterus because removing the ovaries has more hormonal complications. But yeah, either way, you have to be sterilized if you're female. You also cannot be married and you cannot have minor children. So most AGPs are in their 30s. They have like prestigious careers and wives and children, and they don't want to like lose any of those things, so they can't transition. So they just cross-dress and, you know, live out their AGP fetish that way.
Huh.
And they have spaces for that and stuff, and people just know it's a fetish. Like it's like,
Yeah.
it's just like, you know, cross-dressing fetishism is the same term, but in
Mhm.
Japanese, and people all know what that is. But if you're a Western troon, like if you're some, you know, American or British dude, basically the Japanese government has to acknowledge the documentation that's provided by your country because they don't know who you are. They don't have your birth certificate or anything like that.
Right.
So if you show up with a passport that says that you're female, they have to issue Japanese documents saying that you're female.
Oh, wow.
Even if you have a penis. Because like they have no right to like contradict the documentation of other countries when, you know, they don't. How would they even know that? Like they'd have no access to those records. So
right. They just have
so that's
to
what they
take
do.
what they see.
Right. So that's what they do is they if they decide to transition, they'll like go back home to their country, you know, self ID, get a new passport issued, come back and be like, well, now I'm female. You have to issue me female documentation. So they get around the loophole, even though by Japanese law they would not be able to transition. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wow.
and then we have these cases of like grown white men who are like married to Japanese women who are AGPs, who then go back to their home country, re-identify, change their passport, and they come back and they're like in this legal gray zone because they're no longer their marriage is not valid in Japan, but they're already married.
Whoa.
So, and they have to, yeah. So it's like they're making all these problems. And like, we're fighting for same-sex marriage. I'm like, you're already married because you're opposite sex. You fucking assholes. Like, you only have the privilege of being in this position because you could get married in the first place because you are opposite sex. But
that's so interesting as well about the like the paperwork thing of like, I'm from another country, so you need to trust my country's documents. Because that's basically what was going to end up happening between Scotland and England. If that Gender Recognition Act reform had gone through in Scotland, but then England went, no, we're not taking your shitty document that doesn't make sense.
yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
I love Existential Gamer's comment, Transifest Destiny.
Yes, Tranifest Destiny. Whoops. Well, Miko said it first. Where Miko said trans manifest
Miko said
destiny.
it. Oh my god, thank you. Exactly.
And then I said that was a comment of the night, and then yeah, Tranifest Destiny.
That is so true.
Hello, Nikki.
Ugh. Nikki.
Hello, Nikki.
Oh my god. Yeah, this shit is wild. That's so interesting about the Japan stuff, though.
they're all like, it's a violation of human rights to make us sterilize ourselves, which I like in general I agree with. I don't think any woman should have to sterilize herself, but I think every man should have to sterilize himself. All of them.
But they don't have
So-
to.
No, I do
Right.
think they should have to though.
No, I know,
I'll-
but it's like they're like, oh, it's a human rights violation to make us do this, but it's like no one's making you do it.
Yeah, because like I've met a lot of like AGPs
Just live your life.
who are just like, you know, hanging out in bars and stuff and gay bars, because like the ones that are mixed and they let people in even if they're dudes or whatever, like, and yeah, they're just living their life. It's like, yeah, you don't have to. They're like, oh, if I were younger and I might have transitioned, but they're like, I don't really know because I would be really ugly as a woman. I'm like, okay, I'll talk to some of them, but
Yeah.
it's like, it is a choice at the end. You can just not do that. You can just be a cross-dresser like the rest of them. Yeah.
This is an interesting point here. I'm afraid of criminals changing documents, other countries accepting them, and then they disappear.
Oh, that already happens. They don't need to do that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
that already
true.
happens. They doesn't have to transition or anything for that. They can just do that all the time.
Ugh.
which I do find nuts. I didn't. Maybe I'm naive. I thought you might have kept slightly tighter tabs on dangerous criminals, but
No, not really. People don't. That's why I had a friend who was like, she's very trans apologist, and she was like supporting her friend's plight for passports to not have your sex on them. And I'm like, that's a human
What?
trafficking nightmare. Like, are you kidding? Like, you want to just and plus, like, when you get on a plane, they don't know who they're even, like, if the plane crashes, they don't know what they're looking for, like how many males, how many females are on this plane. They have no idea. They find random bodies. They have no idea whose it is. Like, no, like, that's a nightmare. Like, you need to know what people are if they're traveling internationally. Like, are you kidding? And she was like, oh, I guess I didn't think of it that way. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like, these people, no critical thinking skills.
No. You know what truly freaks me out is the fact that you can change your sex
Birth
on your
certificate.
birth record.
Yes.
And the Vital Statistics Division will now just, what was a baby boy is now on the record a baby girl. Like, that freaks me out.
That should not be. I don't think that
I
should be allowed by
agree.
any means, unless
That
it was like a
is-
case of like an actual mistaken case of like your sex assignment, like if you were intersex or whatever. Then of course, like, yeah, if they literally inaccurately sexed you as a child, as a baby, sure. In every other case, no, absolutely not.
No, that freaks me out so bad.
Like, just retconning reality, like, you can't
Yes.
do that.
Like changing the record on like the vital statistic record of boy versus girls born.
Yeah, no, it's really messed up.
yeah, and it's very odd with like the whole insistence that sex and gender are separate by like the trans activists.
That was the shoehorn though, right? That was the wedge, right? The thin edge of the wedge. It's like, no, they're different. They're different. We just want you to acknowledge this other different thing. And then now they're like, actually, they're the same. Actually, sex needs to be eradicated as a class.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that's like the thin edge of the wedge, right?
But it's the classic thing that, again, is like the thing that is slowly making people go, hang on, what? Because now it is starting to have to become laws, then people examine it closer. Because, like with healthcare, there's
Yeah.
the whole thing of, well, either it's a medical problem, in which case, yes, the NHS will help you with that, or it's not a medical problem, in which case that's cosmetic surgery, and the NHS won't help you with that.
Yep.
And there's like these two different camps in the trans activist space that also are often the exact same camp. And it's like, how can you not, like, even if I disagree with both,
Mhm.
Right.
if you want this to be a thing in the real world, you got to pick one. Like, you can't.
Yeah, it's like, you guys need to get on the same page. Like, you have to choose which one it is. Like, what is it that you think is true? Like, they don't have any sort of coherent argument. That's one of the things that started piquing me, is like the fact that everything was so contradictory. I was like,
Mhm.
but every movement has different factions. I'm like, but not in the same degree. Like, there's arguments about what to prioritize, but there's not like arguments on what is this thing. Like, gay rights movement, some people are like, oh, we want to decouple marriage, the word marriage, from the civil procedure. Like, we don't want gay marriage. We don't want anyone to have marriage, and marriage should remain in the churches, and then all civil unions should be like civil unions or whatever. Or there was people who like, oh, why are we fighting? Like, I don't really care about getting married. I just want these other protections or whatever. Like, but there was all these arguments about like what way to move forward. But it wasn't like, I don't know what being gay is. Being gay is when you really like birds. Being gay is when you wear mismatched shoes. Like, no one was confused about what being gay was. It was just like, what is the most important priority for our rights? Like, trans people are literally like cannot agree on what anything is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's whatever each of them says it is.
Right. Like, how are you supposed to organize a human rights movement, is what they argue that it is, when you don't even know what you are?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Antonella, I know a guy here, a Swedish guy, who was he was like a roommate of one of my friends, and he's like a Swedish guy who came here to do on a, what's it called, working holiday visa. So those are usually people who stay here like a year and they leave and they don't contribute anything to society. So he was just like living in this share house, just like jerking off in his room all day to anime porn, and he's like not cleaning at all and being just a disgusting roommate to live with. And he was like, actually, I'm a Japanese woman on the inside. My name is Ayame Hirosaki. And everyone's like, and my friend who was living with him is half Japanese. It was just like, like, what? This dude doesn't even speak Japanese. Like, but he's got his gamer socks on, so now he's a Japanese woman on the inside. I was like, and when I first started talking about this stuff, my friend was kind of like, he was like, he's a normie, and he's straight, so he's like, I don't know, like, I guess that's kind of messed up. And then he was like, yeah, okay, I'm starting to see your point now. Like, yep.
Wild. It's
like 6 foot blonde Swedish dude. I'm like, okay, PewDiePie, calm down.
Oh my god. It's crazy. Gross.
Yeah, pretty gross.
So, Joan, do you need to go to bed?
I mean, I should really, shouldn't I? But the problem is, I've lost my phone, so I can't set an alarm. I don't know how I've done this.
I need to go to bed soon.
Yeah. Oh, dang, it's 3 a.m.
Joan, go to bed. It is the middle of the night.
Oh, you can't tell me what to do, Mom.
Okay.
No, I should go to bed. You're so right. Damn it, what have I done with my phone? Oh well. Hopefully I wake up in time for work.
I
I'll be in so much trouble if I don't.
No.
Uh-oh. I don't like this game.
Oh, I found my phone, so good. No, Friday's my nice day. I get a lie in and then I go work for a really chill, like, arts organization.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, I like that.
So, should be lots of fun and games.
Good. I have probably a busy day tomorrow. Bleh.
My day wasn't going to be busy anyway, so I didn't feel too bad about calling it.
Yeah, fair.
Like, it's a chill time. I just also was not wanting to work, so fine. Good thing I hurt myself.
It's already Friday there, isn't it?
It is. It's Friday at 11. So,
oh, you're in the future.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
11 in the morning. Almost lunchtime. Yeah, for Izzy is in Australia. It works out pretty well for us usually, these streams, because I can usually like watch them during like my lunchtime or in the morning when I'm working.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually do 6 my time, 8 Lisa's time, 10:30 Adelaide time. I know because Rusty is in Adelaide.
Yeah.
My bestie.
Yeah, I think it's like 10 for me. I think Adelaide's 30 minutes ahead of me. I have to double check.
Yeah. For some reason, Adelaide is got a half an hour.
I know. I
there.
hate
It's
that.
so annoying.
Don't do that, anyone. Why are you doing that?
Yeah. It's so weird.
It should be illegal.
Oh,
Get
well, there
'em.
you go, Izzy. Izzy's in Adelaide too.
Yay! Adelaide
And-
party. I'm not
Mhm.
actually. I'm like time zone wise close to Australia, but not actually close to Australia. No.
My Formula One race is in Australia this weekend in Melbourne.
Oh my god, are you going?
No, I wish, but I am going to the Canada one. But
Ooh.
yeah. But the race is at 11 p.m. my time, and I
Oh
have
my
to have like a
God.
nap so I can stay up that late.
So late, yeah. I would have to take a nap too.
That's on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday night at 11 because it's
Mm.
Sunday afternoon in Australia.
You
All
never
right.
stay up that late.
I know. I'm gonna have to sleep so I can have a little snooze. Be tough. Oh, Izzy says she spoke at the Let Women Speak event. How was your experience? I hope it wasn't violent and terrifying. Like some other places were. Who is this? Irradiated woman said it's like a sleepover in here. Because it's middle of the night for Joan. Snooze and bring some 5-hour energies. Mm-hmm. That'll be me. Well, I don't want to cut anyone off, but I'm feeling time to wrap up soon.
Works for me.
Yeah, it's pretty late for Lisa. It's impossibly late for Joan.
I'm dedicated to the cause.
Okay. I have to pack because I'm dog sitting this weekend. So yeah, maybe we can wrap up, say our goodbyes to the people in the chat, to each other.
Radical, I'm really proud of you because you got out of your spontaneity comfort zone tonight.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, it was very fun. I was so happy to have other individuals here. It was really nice.
Yeah, it's made it a sleepover party where I'm the only one who's just in plain daylight, just hanging out. But I had the sleepover, the vibe in my heart, so still counts.
Yeah, we really are an international bunch here.
No kidding. 4 different countries.
True. Oh my god.
Staying up past your bedtime is feminist consciousness raising.
So true. We need to bring back this kind of activism. Staying up past bedtimes.
Yes. Good night. Thanks for being here. Sorry, go ahead, Joan.
Oh, I was going to say I have received in the post a load of little radical feminist stickers that I am sticking everywhere. That's what I'm doing late at night.
I wish I could. I'd get booted from the country. But when I go to America, I don't care if they boot me. I'm already leaving. You can't.
You can't fire me. I quit.
Exactly. Like I'll just do it everywhere else. But here it's like, yeah, it'd be a pretty big problem for me if I got booted. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, have a good night, a good day, a good whatever you are, wherever you are. Thanks, y'all.
Yes. Good night, everyone. Go get into bed. I'm tucking you in. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.